What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install your last row of laminate flooring or vinyl plank flooring. Let's get started. All right, guys, so here we are on the last row of our laminate flooring, and we've got to rip this down, obviously, in order to get it to fit. Now, what I'm going to show you here works the same whether you're using laminate or vinyl planks. So, in order to figure out the width we need this at, we need to take a measurement from the wall to the edge of the plank, not to the edge of the groove, but to the edge of the plank. So what we have here is about 2 inches. And then when we measure down here where the end of this plank is going to be, we've got about 1 7/8 inches. So from that measurement, we've got to subtract 1/4 inch to make sure that we have room along this wall for expansion and contraction. All right, so this side we said 2 inches, so we're going to subtract 1/4 inch. That'll give us 1 3/4 inches. So we'll make a mark there. And on this side, we said 1 7/8 inches. So subtract 1/4 inch, that'll give us 1 5/8 inches. So now we've got a mark on both ends of this. So I'm going to go get probably a scrap piece of this to use as a straight edge to connect these dots, and then I'll rip this down using a jigsaw. All right, so we got our piece ripped down. As you can see, it's pretty narrow. I usually like to have, a bit wider plank for the end, but just didn't work out that way this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply a little bit of this wood glue. They have glue specifically for laminate, but I'm going to use this. This is what I have on hand. So all you need to do is just apply some in the groove of the piece that's already installed. And then you can lock it in place. Now, to get this tight, you're going to need a pull bar. This comes with most of your laminate flooring installation kits. We'll just slide that in behind your piece and tap it. Get it nice and tight, and then all you're going to do is repeat this process for the rest of the pieces along your wall. All right, when you get to a spot like this where you have to work under the door jamb as well, first thing you're going to need to do, if you haven't done so already, is undercut your door jamb. So what I use for that is an oscillating tool. So you can just grab a piece of scrap laminate that you're using and put it on the floor and use that as a guide, and you just use your oscillating tool and cut that out. I've got a video, I'll leave a link in the description for how to do that. But so what we're going to have to do here is get this piece underneath here first, and what we're probably going to have to do, we'll try to lock it in on the short side first. If we can't, then we'll just lock it in on the long side and tap it in place. But I like to get the short side in first if I can. Okay, I've got it partially locked. So what I'm going to do is take my pull bar, I'm going to use a small end and see if I can knock it the rest of the way in. Yep, so that got it locked in. What I did, because this is so narrow, I couldn't even get this short end in there all the way, so I just turned it on its side and kind of locked this end onto the end of the laminate, and then just tap this down to get it to lock in place. So now that we got that locked in, we'll lock in the long side. All right, as you can see, we had to get a little bit creative with that last piece. We had to use this pry bar to wedge that piece into position, and sometimes it's just what you have to do. But it's a pretty simple process as far as installing your last row. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to respond. Until next time, take care and God bless.